If you are a boxing fan, you probably know that in less than 2 weeks, Manny Pacquiao will fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the biggest prize fight in history. The boxers are expected to divide around $300 million for a 12-round fight that will take less than an hour. But even with that much money on the table, when duty calls, Pacquiao answers. Madison, Pac-Man, as many people know him, is actually a congressman in his native country of the Philippines. And he actually interrupted his training for this very important fight to do his duty as a congressman. And he met with Miriam Coronel Ferrer, the representative of the Philippines, in negotiations with a separatist group called the Moro Islamic Liberation Front that has been fighting to be recognized as an independent entity since 1970. The important part is that this conflict in the last 5 decades has actually cost the life of 120,000 people in the Philippines. This is an Islamic separatist group in the Philippines, and Pacquiao has to leave this duality. In one side, he's a celebrity in his country, he's a sportsman, he's one of the best boxers of the history. In the other side, he has his duty as a congressman, and he needs to stand his ground on these situations.
I think it's fascinating. I find it very interesting considering I just witnessed his dedication. He's been training at Pan Pacific Park, which is literally my backyard, and hundreds of people have come to see this boxing phenomenon that's about to happen in America, and he's been training and doing his reps, and it shows how diligent he is and how much he cares about his profession.
Not only about his profession, but he also cares about his country, although some of the congressmen in the Philippines have criticized him because he is absent most of the time, because he has to do training for his fights, but the people in the Philippines listen to him to a great extent. Whatever he says, people think that is the truth, because he is a national hero in the Philippines. And during this meeting, he explained that he supports this thing called the Bangsamoro Basic Law, that it's a framework, a legal framework, where this group will attain some level of autonomy but still have to follow the Filipino rule to some extent. This is not a very popular position in the Philippines, but he's taken it, hoping that this will bring more public acceptance to this measure. Also, it's a little bit of his regular inclinations because he's very conservative, he's very religious. In the past, he has opposed reproductive health measures, he has opposed same-sex marriage in the Philippines. So at the same time that he is very progressive in some issues, at the same time he's very conservative in others.
Well, I think definitely he should be acknowledged for the fact that he's, during one of the biggest fights of his lifetime, he's taking out to go be a spotlight for this political arena. And it brings me back to a time where a great legend in another era, where Muhammad Ali, he was very much a forefront for speaking up on human rights and taking care, and also being a voice for the political arena. So I think that I think it should be accountable that he's taking his time to show, listen, I have this fight, but I also am here for the people. And I definitely think if any congressman should take account that he's actually juggling two things and doing them well at the same time. His best job he can possibly do. It's
a hard position to be in. In one end, you have to obey the need of the market for this very marketed fight. And the tickets are almost $12,000 to go into Las Vegas MGM. It's going to be crazy, but at the same time, maybe some will say that his first job is to be a congressman before he is a boxer. But he got elected because he was a boxer, and that's how he became famous and so loved in the Philippines. But we want to know, what do you think? Do you think it's a really good thing for him to take time off the fight, or he should be focused on the fight, or the problems in his native Philippines are first before Mayweather and whatever the $300 share he will get? Let us know what you think in the comments, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the LIB TV 2.